The NFL Scouting Combine continues this week, and we're taking a look at offensive tackle prospects that football fans need to keep their eyes on this week in testing. I'm Cody Rourke of Pro Football Network. Let's take a look at the top offensive tackle prospects at the NFL Scouting Combine. Let's start off with NC State offensive tackle Ikem Ekwonu. Now, he has the potential to be the first overall pick in this year's NFL Draft. We had a chance to sit down with him in Los Angeles Super Bowl Radio Row. One thing he talked about, his willingness to play anywhere that coaches need him. He said he prefers to play left tackle, but he could play left guard, he could play right guard, he could play right tackle. He is multi-versatile in the sense of what he's able to do on the football field.
Yeah, I've always said, I've always been a team player. So, wherever the coach wants to put me, wherever you feel like I can improve the team the most, I can help the team win. I'm obviously going to do it. No questions asked.
That translates well to the next level here, the National Football League, and will certainly impress many NFL organizations. Will he go number one overall? But now we're going to go to Alabama offensive tackle Evan Neal. He is an imposer of will. When we talk about a physical presence in terms of the tackle position, especially when you go back to Bama, the way that they love to run the football, it's a physical style of play there. Evan Neal embodied every characteristic of what it meant to be a Bama football player. Could he be one of the other top picks in this year's NFL Draft? What about Mississippi State offensive tackle Charles Cross? Now, here's the deal. 6'5", 310 pounds. So he's got a little bit of size to him. He's also toned down in terms of the weight, which means that he can move really well. And when you go back onto his tape, he could be one of these offensive linemen, especially in testing this week, where he can come in and rise up the board even further if he tests well, especially when we talk about splits. Not so much 40-yard dash. That does not mean much in the end game, I think, when it comes to offensive linemen, but more so their splits. Can they pull and seal, a play side guy effectively, especially on a run play? Can they kick out an athletic pass rusher? These are the things that we take a look at when it comes to testing, when it comes to split times as well. But then now we're going to go to Minnesota offensive tackle Daniel Fa'alele, and I tell you what, when you talk about size, this guy has it all. At 6'8", 387 pounds. If you're a defensive player and you're trying to get to the quarterback and Daniel Fa'alele gets his hands on you inside the frame, it is game over. You're not going to go anywhere. How will he test this week, and especially with movements? And when we talk about splits, we are eager to see what his split times will be as well in combine testing. But now we're going to go to Central Michigan tight end Bernhard Raimann. Now, he used to play tight end, right? So it gives you a little bit of an idea. Okay, he's got the blocking standpoint to him, but he's also athletic as well, and he can be a really great fit as we see the NFL transition to this more West Coast style outside zone, being able to seal play side guys off, play action. He could be a really good fit in one of these teams that maybe need help at the tackle position. We'll keep an eye on him this week as well. And then we'd be remiss if we don't talk about the physical nature of offensive tackle for Northwestern, Trevor Pening. He could also be another tackle here that translates well. This year's NFL tackle class for offensive tackles in round 1, round 2, there are a lot of pickings. Imagine there's going to be some that go in the first top 10, but then there's also some that can go late round 1 as well. There's a lot of teams out there that do have need for a tackle, and these tackles that we just listed above here that are testing at the NFL Scouting Combine this week, they're the ones that you need to keep your eye on all week long here at the NFL Scouting Combine.